about interest rates that are, these are not the good interest rates. These are the subprime interest rates where 17 to 18 to 21%.
Yeah, you get the 0% for 6 months,
right.
and after that, it balloons up.
Yeah.
And then you could make those minimum payments, and they'll go on forever.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, he's trying to stop that. It's just there are other ways to build credit other than getting into that. I mean, you can do a credit card where you pay $200 into it up front. A somewhat small amount, but it's establishing that credit line.
Right.
So there's other ways of doing it.
And the marketing. And you pointed out the way that the marketing practices about some of these companies, you really, they are designed to really exploit some of these folks and these students on these campuses and taking advantage of that. But again, if you're watching the program and you have your sons or daughter in school, make sure that you talk to them as well. I mean, I think parents obviously have a role to play in this, and making sure that you're engaging your kids, because oftentimes I don't think mom and dad really know. It's got to be hard to know. Sure. Your children are away at school and camp, away at home from home, and you don't really know what's going on from day to day at the campus. Right. And next thing you know, the son or daughter ends up with $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 worth of debt, and you can't pay it back.
Right.
Not a very good way to start out your career and starting out your adult life.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about the cash dash.
Sure.
Because this is a very, if you're watching this program, especially right now, given the way things are, the need for economic austerity and being prudent with the way that we use our money. Tell us about Cash Dash. How can that help us be smarter about the way that we manage our money?
Well, Cash Dash in a nutshell is unclaimed property. The Treasurer's Office, we have the duty of managing, this money that people may not know that they have. Personal example, we were talking about it earlier. My mother, she found about $600 in a bank account that she had opened years back, and I don't know how, but she forgot about it. And she'll probably kill me for saying that, but she was able to get her money, and it's through the Cash Dash program, this unclaimed property. So unclaimed property can be a lot of different things. A bank account that someone's mother may have opened in the past and forgotten about. You made a deposit, say the cable bill. You left a job when you were younger, perhaps, or now, and you forgot to get that last paycheck. Maybe it was sent to a different address. All those things have to be returned to the state after 5 years. We will hold on to that, and our goal, and we go out, we have external affairs division, and we have external outreach, and they'll go out with laptops to events. So if there's people out there that want us to show up, we're more than happy to do so, and we'll plug in the names and see if you have cash, and then you just file a claim and collect it. You can also go online, again, to the Treasurer's website, go directly to the Cash Dash website, there's a link right there, and plug it in. You don't need a social security number up front. We're not asking for that. You'll match up your address or a previous address that you were at some point in your life with some names, and it could be your father, it could be yourself, hopefully.
But how long does it take? I mean,
well,
is it going to be? Is it going to take an hour to process, or is it?
No, once you determine that that's you, you lived at XYZ Street, and that's your money because you worked at this company. Generally speaking, you're talking probably a couple of months at the most once you submit the claim. Okay. Twice a year, we publish all the names of property holders across the state. So at those times, it's heavy volume. But generally speaking, we're pretty good about it, and you'll get a check, provided that is you.
Folks, I mean,
there's no reason not to go.
There's no reason not to at least visit the website, see if find your name, look for your name. Heck, you might even find your relative's name or friends possibly that are up there and who could use a little extra money right now. But and it's not. I mean, what was the biggest? The largest amount?
It was pretty, I don't have the exact figure, but it was close to like $500,000, I want to say. It was up there. It was a lot of money. And I'll get to specifics on it, but can you imagine coming to, going on a website or someone coming to your door saying, you have $500,000? Generally speaking, they're a lot less, which is also a good thing. That means that you know where your money is.
Right.
Back to, you got to know.
$500,000
Right.
is a lot of money to be
That's
missing.
a lot of money to be missing.
But it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
And I would say if you don't have money up there,
how is it related to, is there any estates or anything like that? How does that play into it?
Sure. There can be stocks up there. People have found stocks. And if somebody is deceased in your family and you're the heir, you can claim that. So, I would highly recommend that you go on the website, punch in your name. It takes a couple of minutes, and see if you have some unclaimed property.
I must confess, I have not done so yet.
We got to get you to do that.
I'm going to go and check it out right away. And think also, I also like the idea of just offering this as a service to constituents as they come in the door during open office hours on Monday evening, or we can also promote it. I really would love any additional material that you can provide. We can post it in the office.
More than happy to.
So to let people know. And again, if you're watching this program, visit, it's www.treasure.il.gov. That's the Treasure's website, the Illinois State Treasurer, Alexi Janulius. Ben, what we're closing, we're near the end of the program. What else, any other, quick programs that you want to plug in? Or?
Sure. I would say back to financial literacy and just looking out for your child's future, we have the Bright Start College Savings Program. There's Bright Start and Bright Directions. It's a great way to start. I think $25 is all we're looking for, and it's we have a fund manager, and you can decide how you want to either aggressively invest at the beginning or take a more conservative approach, but basically build up a fund so that when your child is ready to go to school, you have something there, because the cost of tuition is going up.
What are the tax implications for participating in this program?
I believe that depending on when you use it, and if it's for the initial person whose name you put under, you do have some exemptions that you can file for. If you go out of state, there's different nuances there. But I would just, again, give our office a call.
It's still a great investment. I know that. I believe my wife and I know we are doing that for our son, and so it's a great way to plan in advance for your children. College education is increasing. It's going to continue to increase. It's not going to go away. And I know many of our viewers or children will, I'm sure, get scholarships. And that's great. But you want to make sure that you're also planning and have a little extra money on the side there set aside for. To ensure that no matter what happens, college education is paid for.
That's key.
Yeah. It really is. I'll tell you. Even U of I right now, University of Illinois at Champaign, our state flagship is more than $10,000.
And it's going up.
And it's going up.
Costs are going up.
So, what? Any other programs? We have about.
I would say that just really go to our website, take a look, because we have a lot of different programs, especially on the business side and the community development side, our linked deposit programs, agriculture, et cetera. There's a whole array. And so I would, whatever your interest is, there's probably something that you're able to find, at least, get more information on. If not, our office will probably be able to help.
That's great. That's great. Again, give us that the website address and phone number.
Sure, it's just www.treasure.il.gov, and the direct line is 312-814-1700.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next month. Ben, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.